folks. Smudge here. It's time to start the 2019 season of Two Family Homestead's Monday Night
Say
Live.
anything about?
For January 7th, my people's first guest of the year will be BreakAway Homesteader. The channel was created in 2015. The first video appeared January 25th, 2017. A quick peek is in order, I believe.
Good evening and welcome to the very first edition of BreakAway Homesteader. First, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Patrick, and not with me tonight, but you'll soon meet my wife Megan and my son Huxley.
Well, it appears that since that brisk day in January, the video clips have continued to accrue, and now the number is quickly approaching 3 digits. Titles such as Not an IKEA Bed Build will lead one to DIY projects, and other videos such as First Tomato, Come on Summer will point you directly into the garden. You will find a whole series of videos dealing with Hurricane Florence. Prepping videos of many flavors can be found. There are some unique Victory Garden broadcast reproductions that make me smile as I reflect on them. Chicken videos, bee videos. In short, there should be something for everyone's fancy in here. Oh yes, the semi-mandatory Facebook presence is there. And they have a website. Let us gander quickly at that.
Hey folks, BreakAway Homesteader here. I just wanted to get the announcement out that our website is up and running finally. We've had this site up before, but we just recently regenerated it back up, and here it is here. It is breakawayhomesteader.us.
Patrick has done some collaborations with other well-known channels like Full Spectrum Survival, Big Bear Homestead, and they have added live streaming to the growing channel. You can find them on the channel on Tuesday evenings at 9 PM Eastern Time. They will be joining My People's Monday night. Now do not forget, stream will start a few minutes before 9 PM. And would you like a trivia hint? Maybe 2. Okay. Here are 2 hints. One question will be about Patrick. One question will be about Megan. And neither question has anything to do with how long they have been married.
Ready?
She's live. Beat ya. I caught you this time. Hope everyone's doing fine. Terry likes your intro. The intro where Smudge is talking like an Englishman. You should have seen him last night. Good Lord. Some of the voices were hysterical. Thank you, Browncoat. Any questions, please put in all caps. If you haven't already subscribed to our moderators, please do so. We couldn't do half of this stuff without our moderators.
Well, check out all the channels that are
yes,
that
all
are in
the
the
channels. Chat. Right. Not just moderators. If there's some new ones in here that I haven't seen, so I'm going in and trying to catch them now, and I will get them after we're done. Obviously, I can't go do it right now, and we're going to have a fun evening.
You think?
Patrick and Megan.
I think it's going to be wonderful.
We haven't had a Patrick or Megan on yet.
This is a first?
This is a first.
Nice.
We'll have to mark that down somewhere.
Okay,
Look
if
up
you
my
say
calendar.
So. All right.
Think I'll remember where to go back to look for it?
I don't know.
That can be a first. Well, thank you, Heather, Kevin. I don't know which one of you did that. I appreciate that. Haven't seen you in forever. Enjoyed your live stream the other night. So let's bring them out. Bring them out from the green room or purple room, whatever room they're in tonight. I'm not sure where you stuffed them.
Where I stuffed them?
They're not in the room with the cats. We know that. The cats are on the other side of the door.
Well, their cats are.
Right, their cats.
They don't know about ours.
Our cat is outside.
Okay.
The dogs are here, but not right here.
All right, here they are. Say hello, folks.
We're inside the wooden room.
The wooden room. Yeah. Yes, it is a wooden room. You're right. You're right. So any questions to Megan and Kevin,
Yeah.
make sure you put them in all caps. It's Kevin from Going Batty. Cool.
It's Kevin from Going Batty.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in forever.
Yeah, Going Batty hasn't been on in a while.
I know they were live. Was it yesterday we watched them?
I think it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I went in and bugged her a little bit.
Well, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we asked. Kevin was called out, and we made the comment that they had to give their kids Miracle Grow because all of a sudden,
Boom.
they look like they're all 6 feet tall.
And Going Betty, thank you so much.
The last time I heard of him or seen of him, was he still selling the beard oils and everything like that?
I don't know if Kevin ever did that. I don't think Kevin ever did beard oils. He is a preacher. I don't know what the term is.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. No, he did the.
I bet you're thinking of Howard Case.
Studies.
Yeah, you're thinking of Howard.
Howard Case did the beard oils.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since last year's HOA or 2 years ago, the first HOA.
So
he had a booth.
How's everybody doing tonight?
We are doing great. However, everybody, if you have questions, hit them up now. Hit them up now.
We're yours for the next hour, at least.
Kevin is a pastor. Thank you, Kevin. I knew you weren't a rabbi, so I was safe saying that. That one I knew.
Go figure.
Yeah. You never know. Yeah,
So,
beard commander. Thank you, Stephen. That's right. Mm-hmm.
You get warm with nails.
So, Patrick.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the room you're sitting in. You've only had that place for a couple of years.
So we've only had this place for a couple of years. We moved here because we decided we wanted a better place to raise our child, a better county anyway in the state of North Carolina. We were in probably the second poorest county.
Third poorest, first in unemployment in the state.
Yeah. So after we had our kid, we quickly decided that's not the best place for the education of our child, and moved a couple of counties away.
Yeah.
But this is a log cabin that we're sitting in. We obtained it at a very, very decent price.
Yeah. It was a foreclosure, so we got real lucky on just about 2.5 acres. So it's small, smaller than our old house, but we like it.
That's all that counts.
We're still downsizing.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It would take us 5 years to downsize.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking forward to this.
Yeah, I got a shed that's full of stuff outside. I keep threatening to just burn it down because we haven't been in it in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So whatever's in it can just go away.
I have a question. How many children do you have?
One. We have a 4-year-old. His name is Huxley. He is a hoss. He's about 4 feet tall, about 80 pounds. So he's very, very large. He's fun.
He's in the 180th percentile.
Yeah, he's huge. He's on the autism spectrum, so there are some challenges that we deal with that.
With our routines, we do stuff like that.
Yeah, so
he's 4 years old and weighs how much?
80 pounds.
Well, our 2-year-old grandson, my youngest boy's youngest, Anthony will be 3 in May, and I bet you he's 50. But both of his parents are. I mean, my son, my youngest, is not a tiny person. He's 6'2" and big.
Yeah, they're projecting, like, his pediatrician, like the charts and everything. They think he'll probably be about 6'5", 6'6" by the time he's done.
Yeah.
And like I'm taller than Pat is, but I have tall people in my family.
Yeah.
Like my brother's 6'3", my dad is like 6'1"ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
And I have wide people in my family, so he's gonna be tall and he's gonna be wide.
Yeah.
I can
attest.
I know attest to that. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was 6'2", but yeah. Once he got on in years, he went from being skinny mini and a catcher in baseball to he could play Santa Claus if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So I know that you've only been there a couple of years, getting moved in. still finding places for things because you downsized in size property and all this. But so are you at this year? Is this the year where you're going to maybe start doing some stuff around the outside, some gardening, some quote unquote homesteading stuff, growing vegetables?
We've been here. We've been in North Carolina for going on. This will be 9 years since I left the military. Yeah, this year's 9 years.
8.
And every year we continuously tried to garden.
Yeah, we well, I try not to because I can kill a cactus. And I have. So
is that a brown? Is that a brown thumb?
It's black. They're
Black.
straight black. It's almost embarrassing how easily I can kill things. And so we have tried. We have done, even in our old house, we did gardening. We have tried different practices. Even in this house, I mean, we moved in around Christmas time, so we had a couple months, to kind of get situated. So even that first year we were here, we did stuff. Our issue here is it's so sandy that it's very difficult to condition the ground. So we've actually had better luck with the raised beds, bringing in stuff. You did the hugel culture with the logs, and that was probably the most successful we had been
in a while.
And then Hurricane Florence came through and just drowned. I mean, it drowned everything. And so we kind of lost everything. But he's actually in the process right now of building a new greenhouse to kind of kick off this year's growing season.
How close are you to the ocean?
About 2 hours. We're in the Sandhills that are aptly named for that.
The best thing about being in the middle of the state is that you're 2 hours from the coast and you're 2 hours from the mountains.
Well, yeah, about 4
Roughly.
hours. Yeah. But we're about 2 hours from the coast, but it's just not great growing here. It's either sand or clay. So like our house here, it's sandy. Our house and our other house that we started off in, you got about this far down and it was just straight clay.
Right.
So it's that part has been challenging for him. I stand on the porch and watch.
Old Ways New Times is probably the closest channel that we've got. Donna and Steve, they're just north of Wilmington, which is about 2 hours away from us.
Yeah. But no, we've done other stuff. I mean, we've got chickens. We actually brought our chickens with us from our old house.
We have no original chickens from that house.
Yeah, but we did bring them up here. I'm saying we had them. I love them. I want more. He hates them because they poop everywhere.
Well,
14.
You are in North Carolina, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Rhodes live in North Carolina, do they not? Justin Rhodes?
Justin Rhodes lives in North Carolina. He just lives west of Asheville.
He lives a little bit farther away.
He lives a little bit further on the western part of North Carolina. Okay. He lives in the mountains.
And I know that Hollers are just now moving to Ben and Meg Holler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are just now moving to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
we like it. I mean, he had never been here when we moved here. Like, he'd never been in the state before, so.
Well, and Judy Bone says she's in North Carolina also.
Nice. Yeah. We're in Vass, North Carolina. We're just next to Fayetteville. Cool. So we're right smack dab in the middle, on the outskirts of that Fort Bragg, and we always constantly have helicopters flying overhead.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, you're right, Goldshot. It seems to be the hopping place. Mm-hmm.
Hey, somebody asked what kind of chickens. I don't know.
Barred Rock chickens.
Those are the new ones. The 9.
One red, one Rhode Island red.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know what the white ones
I don't know
are.
they're white chickens.
The Tractor Supply special. But
buy 3, 2 die for free.
Nope. I did not kill any of them.
I
know.
Rosalie's asking, what kind of chickens do you have?
Yeah, we have 9.
Is that what they?
I'm
sorry, I was.
Yeah, and he said something about buy 3, 2 drop.
Oh, that's what he said. Yeah, I'm trying to answer questions.
She got him.
Well,
yeah, I got him. Sorry.
I have a previous coworker. Yeah, I have a previous coworker here that TSC has their phone number, And at the end of the season, after they have their chicks and all that for in the spring or whenever, if they have leftovers they can't get rid of, they call Sue. And she every year she goes picks them up.
So you might want to give TSC
a call.
Don't need more chickens. So no, we don't. So Megan wants to do quail this year.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never done quail before.
Those
She's
are
never
little.
done quail before, but she has the intent and the goal of having quail.
Part of the big reason is we did some allergy testing where they look at, like, you send in a hair sample and they do DNA to, like, what you're prone to be intolerant to. And Huxley actually came back that he was highly intolerant to chicken. And we have noticed that by taking chicken out of his diet, we'll go politely, his digestive tract has gotten a lot better. And so one of the things that I want to do is try to find those other protein sources that we can do here at home. Like, we're going to start doing rabbits. We actually just got some new cages.
How many cages do we have now? We got so many empty cages for rabbits. We had 9 before. What did we add to it?
Another 9?
4, 12. 12
Yeah.
cages. So we've got all these empty cages here.
So we're going to be breeding some rabbits.
Ready to be filled up. And to say the fact, we went to a flock swap over the weekend. And we'd never been to a flock swap around here before. And sure enough, we thought there were going to be rabbits, other things like that. But all it was chickens.
Was chickens, a couple
everywhere.
Goats. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I want to try quail when we're going to do the rabbits. Is a lot of it is just, I mean, the sustainability for us, as a family, but also because of allergies, let's try to find another protein source and give it a go. Yeah. So.
Well, obviously your place is zoned as such that you can have chickens and.
Yeah. It's residential agricultural. And that was one of the precursors that we wanted for our stuff when we decided to move.
Yeah, because we lived in city limits at our other house, and we could have chickens, but they had to be contained. You couldn't have roosters. You couldn't have any other livestock options, whatever. And then, of course, like taxing and stuff like that, paying county and city. And
not fun.
We also didn't want neighbors.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of wanted to have our own space to do our thing and not have to worry about people all up in our business.
Yeah.
So is your property large enough if you wanted to, you could have a cow and so forth? Or
don't ask that question.
I mean, theoretically, yes, it is. But
she wants a cow.
I want a cow. Or 2, but because they need friends. You can't. I mean, they get sad if they're alone. But I don't know. It's the way our property is laid out, though, is fairly awkward.
Yeah.
So in terms of like having a pasture space for a cow, as of right now, it is not. It's not great.
So
we have a lot of woods that we need to clear, and
plus on top of that,
so you need goats then.
Alpacas.
Goats. Again, stop.
I don't know about goats. Like, I've never had goat.
Mark my words, okay? Mark my words right now, in the beginning of the year 2019. I guarantee by the end of this year, I don't want goats, but at the end of this year,
you will have them.
Goats on this home.
Well, milk, cheese, meat, possibly.
I think somebody needs to come up with a.
You're not milking it.
She doesn't want to do the dairy thing because she doesn't want to milk.
I just don't know.
She just thinks it's too weird.
I think somebody needs to come up with a rent-a-goat.
Megan, are you a city girl?
Yes.
Me too.
This is all new to me.
Me too.
I grew up. I was born in California, but I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm a Navy brat.
Brat with a big B underscore.
Yeah. This is all new. He grew up in Texas, in the country. Then when they moved back to New York, it's still in the country. Like, his parents do the cows through the summer and then, slaughter them and butcher them and, all that kind of stuff. I did not do that. like getting chickens was like the biggest country thing I had ever done in my life when we got them.
She absolutely loved it.
So that is how new I am to this.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Mary Cleveland is asking if your son could eat duck.
I'm not a big fan of duck. That's the thing.
Well, that was not the question.
Yes. I know.
From the allergy testing, yes, that chicken was the only bird, poultry, fowl, whatever that came back.
Bacon.
That is not a bird.
I know.
But he is also allergic to bacon.
Bacon?
What?
Chicken, mustard, ketchup.
Yeah, Swampy Acre
Tomatoes.
says pigs will help clear up your land too. Well, so will goats.
I want pigs. See, I would much rather get pigs than goats.
Because she doesn't have to milk. She doesn't have to milk a pig, Patrick.
Milking the pig. Come here.
We want that video go viral. We want you. You need to do it.
Milking pigs. Come on.
I mean, they nurse. You theoretically could, honey.
Yeah. So yeah, we also with the rabbits, we also want to bring our dogs back into a raw food diet, so we have 2 dogs currently.
Yeah.
Grizzly and Elby. Elby's a little Chihuahua. Grizzly is a German Shepherd Husky mix. And Grizzly's losing his hair. And
he's had really bad allergies, especially since we moved out here. So I don't know if it's something in this area that we didn't really have down in Laurinburg. And so we're just trying to get him healthier. Like, I mean, he's healthy overall, but just trying to help clear that up and just make them both healthier as it is.
Yeah.
So, and then going to the flock swap, and there were no rabbits there. We're like, hey, we're going to have this space to breed them,
might as well
start going out to play, doing stuff like that.
I'm taking rabbits out there.
I have never heard of a flock swap.
No, I haven't either.
Just go on a Craigslist, okay?
That's how I found it. I was searching quail on Craigslist while I was at work, and it came up, and it was in Fayetteville, the far side of Fayetteville, and we were like, well, hey, and it was like a feed store, like a homegrown feed store, not like a chain one.
Yeah.
And they had it in their parking lot outside, and there were a lot of people there. I mean, for the size, I mean, there were probably about 100 people there.
You could tell your country when you go to a feed store, and one of the advertisements for their storefront is free advice.
Yeah. And they had a bunch of big
signs.
The containers. They had like truck containers, like 53-foot containers, and that's their storage, because people were there buying feed and stuff while they were there. But
hey,
yeah, so it was pretty cool. But we're like, hey, why not go out and try it? Check out, see what's out there that's remotely in our area.
So, Daryl, if you go on Craigslist, look up Fayetteville, North Carolina, and just type in the word flock swap. And there's a great intro on it, tells you all about it. And just like a big, hey, everybody, we're having a shindig. Come on down.
Essentially, that's what it is, but with birds.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Amish do up here. I mean, they do everything. We're so close to a lot of the Amish here.
Oh, I don't know.
I bet you they do.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get anything because we didn't have anything to swap, and people were selling them as well. We don't need chickens. We didn't need more chickens. But I know there's a lot of auctions around here for us, but they're more like big things at like the slaughterhouses or the fairgrounds and stuff.
Well, in all fairness,
has a big auction every Wednesday.
In all fairness, I don't think rabbits are called a flock.
But they had goats there. Would you flock your goats?
That doesn't sound like nothing I don't even want to touch.
I have never flocked a goat.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, dear. Here on live YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Duncan says our Amish have small animal auctions.
Yeah, I think, Brenda, I think that's ours do too. I don't know. I've never heard them called a flock swap. I like that terminology. Yeah, I think if it's a flock, it has to have feathers.
I'm just wondering if there's an opportunity here to make a flocker to take to a swapper.
They weren't my microphone. We wiped the spit off. Oh. No, Jenny,
yeah, we
I
were
don't
getting
think
to
you
the
can
whole
flock a
thing.
goat either.
We've been here 2 years now, and we're getting there slowly but surely. We're trying to build up this place from what it was before, and it was really, I wouldn't say neglected, but neglected.
Yeah.
Yeah. We put a new roof on the house. We did that ourselves. We put tin on the roof, so when it rained, you can have that nice
I like it.
tin roof sound.
We tried bees, and by we, I mean Patrick.
Tried bees, failed at bees. Gonna try again next year.
So we're trying there, like little things at a time. But we also, like, we've learned some lessons, especially like in Laurinburg, like trying to cut too many corners with stuff sometimes.
Right.
And failing spectacularly. So, like, we're trying to take our time and make sure that what we do, we're doing right so that it works and it lasts.
A group of rabbits is called a fluffle, or color.
So you can fluffle your rabbits.
A fluffle flock?
A fluffle flock.
I don't
Fluffle flock.
know.
So we're getting there.
Oh, Lordy. Why did your bees? Yeah. Go ahead.
Failed because of the what?
So we had a wax moths come in, and they took over one part. It's one little tiny part, about that big around, of one frame inside the beehive. And this is their first year, so the hive wasn't that big.
We had already had to requeen it.
It wasn't that
too.
strong. We already had to requeen it once, and it was getting back up there. But as soon as that infestation came, they're like, nope, leaving, bye.
It took everything.
They took everything.
They cleaned out
all
hive.
the wax, they took all the honey, and they got the heck out of there.
So they're not dead. I mean, hopefully
Yeah.
they're not dead. They're just not with us anymore.
They did what nature intended them them to do. So
Yeah.
they left. But they're still out there
Read
someplace.
Helga's-
Maybe I'll
read Helga's comment.
think about doing some swarm traps.
Read
Big
Helga's
Bear
comment.
Homesteader, Big Bear Homestead, Jason over there, he said he was going to build some swarm traps for his bees. And I'm waiting to see those come out so I can make some.
Is Helga cooking fluff this weekend?
Fluffling.
She
fluffing
said
your
she
headphones.
learned something new about you all the time. My sister from another mother. Fluffy is right, but it's also herd. Yeah, well,
Yeah. Fluffle might
they're
be
not a
when he
flock,
gets
so. A group of ghosts is called a herd, tribe, or trip. Alrighty then. I don't think I've ever heard trip or tribe. I'm part of a tribe, but, we won't go there right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Country Girl. I mean, this afternoon, Country Girl messaged me, said, and Andy said that if we don't find a home for the two Great Peers by March, we should bring them to the gathering and he'll take them home. Just what he needs, 5 dogs. Uh-huh.
A lot of dogs. We actually have a couple of friends that have 7 dogs.
We had 5.
And they manage it. I mean, they really do manage it. And it's a big rotation.
Oh, yeah.
Taking them out, everything like that. And, yeah, they manage it quite well, actually.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it, though.
Yeah, ours went out altogether, but last month I lost the oldest one. She was 15. And then Sam now lives down in Tennessee with Country Girl. He is now a Southern dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has that Southern drawl yet, but, who knows?
The most we had was 3.
3, but
When
we also
were
have
fostering.
we also have 3 cats. And my wife
We
wants
have
more.
5 cats.
Well, we have 2 outdoors, 3 indoor cats. And my wife keeps begging me to get another cat. Like, no. Cats live forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like they sleep on you.
I don't need more children in my house.
Yeah, I got enough with you.
We have an orange outside cat if you're interested.
I want an orange inside cat.
Mm-hmm.
I want a ginger nugget.
Every time we get a ginger nugget, it ends up dying.
Yeah,
We've been
unfortunately.
through 2 ginger nuggets.
Yeah, it's not great.
So, we don't need a 3rd.
Batting 1,000 on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of our dogs is the size of a cat.
Yeah.
She's like 6 pounds.
Very tiny.
So as big as Smudge's head.
Probably.
Yeah.
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 She's got a little sausagey, so she's probably about 8 pounds now.
Maybe.
See there, Rainbow Valley Ranch asked for another cat, and they ended up with a potbelly pig.
Not a big potbelly pig fan?
I don't know. I've never had one.
We used to have this potbelly pig outside of the road. Oh, what's his name now? Potbelly pig.
Pork chop.
Pork chop. Pork chop is the name of this pig. And so there's this pig that got out someplace on the side of the highway, and he would evade every attempt at catching this pig. And because he's on the side of the highway, he'd come up to the highway and people would steer around him, come in, feed him, everything like that. But when they set up how many traps?
Oh, we set up traps for months. It took us over a month and a half before we finally trapped him. And he learned what the animal control trucks looked like. And so every time animal control would come by, he would run into the woods and run away from us. And we ended up having to take an unmarked car out there to finally get him with a tranquilizer. And then local rescue zoo took him in. But
and now he's a part of the tour.
Yeah, that's about my only experience with potbelly pigs. Is him being stubborn and then watching him get castrated. That was that was my experience.
Daryl's buddy, Daryl's buddy Stedhomer.
Megan works at the
animal control.
Animal control.
Yeah.
So.
Daryl's buddy Stedhomer, when Daryl and I first started dating, and he took me over his house, he had a potbelly. This was no potbelly pig. This was just a huge pig.
That's a potbelly.
Potbelly. I mean, it was as big as a dog. Bigger, not as big as the Great Pyrenees, but good size.
Weighed more.
What God! It had a litter box in the living room.
It would stand there and pee for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The pig?
And the pig. Yeah.
Was it an indoor pig?
Yes, an indoor pig.
I didn't know you could litter box train a pig.
Oh,
yes.
Well,
no,
you know,
we're not gonna have a pig in this house.
I think this pig got so big that when it tried to stand inside the litter box, it really wasn't anymore. So it's like, no thanks. That just, but I think it got to be quite old. I mean, it passed away, but I don't know how big. But he loved my oldest son, my middle child. As soon as we came in the door and my son Robbie would sit down, that pig would be right over. Magnum, that was his name.
He didn't flock him, but he certainly
rooted
him.
Oh, Lordy. It's hysterical. Just hysterical.
Okay, you know what time it is?
I think it's quiz time or question time.
It's 9:30. Can you tell I'm blind? I had to go down and look. Oh.
Okay.
Hey, TJ.
So let me get get the trivia queued up here and
trivia questions.
Do we have to answer?
No, they have to answer.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they're about you guys.
Okay. I did not know I was getting put on the spot tonight.
Oh, she's going to be put on the spot.
Well, hi folks. It's trivia time again. And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay. So, in case anybody didn't understand Smudge, rules are very, very simple. You can only win once every 4 weeks. The official chat is what you see embedded on the screen. That's what we have to go by. Your order on your computer will probably and is different. So this is the official order. This way it's fair for everybody to see. So let me bring this across here. If everybody's ready. Are you ready? Oh, what are they playing for?
Well, it depends what sex they are.
Oh. Okay, we have we have sexist prizes tonight.
I was afraid to say so. I was afraid to answer that one.
So
we have 2 soaps.
On top of being sexist, it's also Second Amendment.
Yes. We have a black soap, which is usually for a guy. And then here's a pink camo soap with a pink gun on top. So
I suppose a guy could have a pink gun if he wants to.
If they wanted to. I don't see why not. I could just see Jason with one. I could see Patrick with a pink gun. I'll let him borrow my raspberry colored one.
Okay. And those soaps were made by
Tara, living on a dime.
Living on a Dime. So, all right. If we are ready, are we ready? Question number 1.
Judy, hold on a minute. Judy's fairly new here. We do every Monday night when we have our guests, when we email them, they send us 2 questions. Well, they send us multiple questions, and we pick out 2 questions. And this is what, this way people know in advance to go out and view their videos, or if they are already know what they're, know about them. So we will ask 2 questions, one now and one here in a little bit. And whoever gets the answer correctly on our screen here, we will send you a prize. We were doing $2 bills. We're all out of $2 bills. We don't know if we're going to do them again or not. So,
I've got one.
You got one? Cool.
Yeah. He was
that's right. That's right. They've gone to Australia, Canada, Great Britain.
Yeah.
So they've
been
made
around
their
the world.
Jason from Big Bear has not gotten one.
I know, he reminds me all the time. Yes. and he said comment on this video that his answer has to be cheesecake for him to get his $2. Didn't have the heart to tell him we don't have the $2. So anyway, Judy, that's what we do. We send out prizes every week. So,
and for those of you in the chat, what we thought we would start doing, and we have started this a little bit. It happened last week. It's going to happen maybe next week. If there's somebody that has something that they would like to give away as a trivia prize, we'll obviously be plugging your either a small business or whatever it is, your channel, or your channel, whatever, as a prize thing. So just send us an email for more information on that. We'll kind of get something put together for people.
Yeah, quite a few have gotten multiple $2 bills. You're right.
Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Are you ready?
I guess.
All right, because here we go. What uncommon musical instrument does Megan play?
Yes, I am aware of what instrument I play.
You weren't aware, however, that he was going to ask that question.
Yes.
City Girl Country Heart.
Terry.
Boy, that didn't take long.
Yep.
Yeah, Terry knows us. She's been around forever with us on our channel. She's really grown with us. And just last year, I sent her plants.
Yeah.
I sent her some elderberry cuttings from local here. And she's got one alive still, she says. She still has one alive. So that's good.
Okay.
Cool. But yes, I play the bagpipes.
So
I was 8.
He asked if we would be willing to do a demonstration. I said probably not.
That's a probably not, because they're wicked loud and our kid's asleep.
Since you were
But maybe
8.
we'll do a live stream or something at some point and I'll get them out.
Wow.
Mark that on your calendars.
No.
Terry says one cutting is still growing. Cool.
Yay.
all right, great. So
Yeah. Bagpipes. I threatened to send Daryl that picture of you in your wedding dress playing bagpipes.
I mean, you could have.
Yeah.
well, he did not, or I would have displayed it.
Yeah. I didn't have time. It's been busy. It's been crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all sorts. Long time no see. Gonna open up the phone line
about the Homestead channel or anything like that, or website.
Yes.
Be happy to answer those.
make sure your questions are in all caps. That way we can see them, they can see them, our mods can see them. Mary Cleveland, you take care. Thank you for stopping. Yep, see, now you brought up the picture. They want to see it.
I don't even know where it was.
Well, I can't even imagine trying to do the bagpipes. I mean, that's just, wow.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. She's going to go get the proof.
Cool.
The phone line is open if anybody would like to call in.
Give us a call.
Well, I used to do Scottish Highland dancing, and so I got into that when I was about 5. And
wow.
They started a kids band for the bagpipes, and I was like, hey, why not? And so I stuck with bagpipes and stopped dancing. So.
Judy's asking, do y'all homestead full-time, or do you have regular jobs also?
We both have regular jobs.
Yes.
We can't afford that yet. We'd love to. That'd be awesome. At least I would anyway. She'd get bored with it.
I would still have to work a regular job.
But I would love to stay home full-time. If I could do that, I would probably take Huxley out of public school and homeschool him myself.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great, but we are at that capacity.
Yeah.
We'd love to, though. I would anyway.
I wouldn't. My personality, my temperament, we would probably get divorced.
Live in the same house, but you know.
Yeah.
What do you find to be the hardest part of balancing the regular job with the homestead?
Time
between chores here, working our jobs, and managing a YouTube channel.
I just feel like it's time. Like, it's just always trying to
squeeze out.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're trying to get stuff done outside, and especially now, like, by the time I get home from work at, like, 5:30, it's almost dark. You know, it's starting to slowly get a little better at this point, but, you know, like, it's dark, and then you got to cook dinner, and then get the kids' lunch together. There's laundry. There's the animals to take care of, like, our house animals, doing the chickens, and then, like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And so it's trying, and then I feel
especially
like
today.
if we devote all our time to trying to get the stuff done in the house, then nothing's getting done outside, and then vice versa. So it's just, I would say time, for me personally.
This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Or anything else. That and money.
Hey, Daryl. It's Steven.
All the monies.
If we had all the monies, we probably wouldn't change a whole lot. I mean, we wouldn't move.
No.
Or anything like that.
We'd probably get some more land, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have Steven on the phone.
Go ahead, Steven.
Hey, how you doing? It's been a fun night so far.
How's it going? Thank you.
It's going good. The one question I was thinking of was, what is your hope for a great thing you hope to grow in abundance on when you get your garden all good and going?
So we got this this greenhouse so we can raise above ground. I'm actually going to make a not a waist height above ground garden bed, and basically our everyday vegetables, be salads, stuff like that, because we do eat a lot of salad, greens and whatnot, stuff that would be easy to grow in a.
I would like, so my goal every time that we have gardened is to have enough green beans to make a side dish for a meal. And this past year was the first time
we met that goal.
We've met that goal. But I want to get to the point, I mean, on anything that we're growing, that we can actually, like, can and store stuff. Like, we have never gotten to that point. And so just on, you know, like, I'm more picky than him and Huxley when it comes to vegetables. But, like, I want to eat corn out of my own garden.
Oh, God,
and we've never actually done that.
And we came close one year, but then the
we said screw it. We were gonna plant basically. I mean, we had like half an acre, but we planted that whole half acre of corn, and
we were there.
Dang it! I was.
I saw the video where you said we got nothing on it, but it all grew other than got any corn.
Yeah, that was here. That was last year.
Yeah, no, this was at our other house. The raccoons, about a week before it was time to get it, the raccoons came in
And they took it all.
they took every corn cob I had. Oh my gosh, I have never.
This year.
Oh, so mad, so
This
mad.
year.
Yeah, we had beautiful plants last year, but they didn't produce anything. So our goal just is to have enough for the day to day. I mean, even if it's not every day, just to have some stuff to put aside.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, how are you doing, my friend? You doing well?
I found the picture.
I am doing good. I'm looking forward to your live tomorrow. It should be a fun event.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and we're going to streamline something different tomorrow. We're going to start out with the regular, hey, this is what's going on last week. This is what we're doing this month. And then we're going to go into an actual subject. And tomorrow's subject is going to be about changing your tires and making sure your tires are good for whatever season. And also to challenge folks out there that have never changed tires before to possibly try it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
I met Steven at
I'm
the
sure.
HOA this last
Last tire I
October.
changed was on a scooter.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I've never changed.
I've never changed a scooter tire.
Never changed a scooter tire. Wow. That's got to be
All right, well,
harder than changing
thanks.
normal
I
tire.
look forward to a rest of the fun evening, and y'all have a fun night.
Oh, Stephen,
thank you,
Stephen.
Stephen,
so
while
much.
you're on the phone, just want to let
Yes,
you know. Just want to let you know that Glenda received your address and your cookbook's on its way.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I met Steven the first day of the Homesteaders of America conference. He was out there sitting with us at the table when we learned about trapping with Big Bear Homestead.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, you remember that now? No beard at the time.
Yeah, I thought you looked a little different from the photo, but you talked about it in one of your videos. It's like, that was him! Oh,
That was
but he
him.
looks
Yes,
different.
yes. I walked up to Sherry. She had never seen me a day before in my life, or her life. I gave her a big hug, and I just walked away. That was our interaction.
I thought your face looked familiar, but I wasn't positive.
Yep, that's me.
All right, well, looking forward to more, and you guys have a great night, and I'm looking forward to all the other fun of the evening.
All right, we'll hear from you
Thanks,
again soon,
Stephen.
Thanks for calling, Stephen. Bye-bye.
So Megan's
Bye-bye.
got this photo up.
I guess there's
Yeah, just show it to the screen.
hopefully it'll.
Maybe we'll-
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Jeez.
yep. Proof. It happened.
Kudos for
There's
doing
a
that.
picture.
Kudos for doing that.
Yeah.
I would
I was a
I
little
would almost be
drunk at
willing
that
to
one.
guess that there's people in the chat here right now that have very possibly never heard bagpipes.
Really?
I mean,
Oh.
it's not a common thing.
It's
honey.
no, it's not.
Is there anybody in the chat that has never heard bagpipes being played? I'm just put a number 1 in if you have, put a number 5 in if you have not.
Where were we? Were they
How tall
downtown?
are you guys?
Somebody they did them.
I'm 5'10", he's 5'9".
I'm 5'8", you're 5'9".
Last
Yeah.
time I stood straight, I was 5'10".
Look at this. There's more that have than haven't, but there's a number of people in here that have never heard bagpipes being played.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Maybe we'll have to arrange that.
It's one of those things, you either love it or you absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
But they are loud.
You like the sound of dying cats? Very nice.
It's the instrument for you.
Alrighty then.
No, but for real, when you strike them in, stop. When you strike them in, it's actually called kicking the cat because that's what it sounds
Well,
like.
that'd be right up
All
Grizz's
right.
alley, wouldn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's give this a shot here.
And yes, I can, armchair educator.
What?
Play Amazing Grace.
Oh, yes.
See, he had you guys all planned.
Okay.
That was Daryl playing the bagpipes, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry you couldn't get it, but
One of those things. Yeah, one of those things that no one knew about. Not even me.
Kind of be an interesting instrument to keep from your spouse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been married how long, honey?
Yeah. Oh, no wonder the neighbors behind us don't like us. I thought it was because we burned wood out back.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a professional wrestler. I wear a mask.
Uh-huh.
I think I just saw you on TV at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that Nacho Libre?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Steven says, nice job, Daryl. Should we have him play at the Mississippi gathering, then the Arkansas gathering?
Well, I think I will have the computer along so I can play it.
Oh, just in case anyone asks.
When you're there, ask him about his blue ribbon.
You have a blue ribbon too?
The blue ribbon.
A blue ribbon?
Oh.
Yeah, it's tied in a certain spot.
Oh, you're talking about the joke. That is a very dirty joke.
I'm not even sure I want.
That is not for live YouTube.
Oh,
No,
we need to hear this then when we're done. You can
Look
rest
it up when
assured
you're
we're going to go for
blue
that
ribbon.
one.
It's a Scottish show.
It's actually a song. It's a pub song, and
It's a pub song about a Scotsman falling drunk and falling on the side of the street. And this nice young lady wanted to see if it was true what they say about.
what Scotsmen wear under their kilts.
And he never woke up, but when he woke up in the morning, he had a nice, pretty blue ribbon tied around his.
Man business.
Yeah.
And basically the song ends with, well, I don't know where you've been, my lad, but I see you've won first prize.
Oh, Lordy.
So-
Oh, that's too funny.
Well, there was a song a while back. Was it tie yellow ribbon around the...
That's an old oak tree, dear.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It depends on what you call it.
Yeah, teach their own, right?
We are not going to have any more kids, country girl.
The ribbon was too
Huxley
tight.
is our only one. I actually had a hysterectomy last year in September due to severe complications from polycystic ovarian syndrome. So,
Oh my.
yeah.
Everything is okay now?
We're getting there.
Working.
I am having wicked hot flashes at 31, so that is just fantastic. But no, I was having a lot of issues. My testosterone levels were over twice what they should be, and my thyroid wasn't working right. I was starting to be a pre-diabetic from it. It was just anything and everything that could go wrong because the PCOS was going wrong.
Yeah.
So I finally found a doctor that listened and had the surgery.
Yeah, that's the thing nowadays. Find a doctor that listens.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this when I ended up moving in with Pat when we were living in Italy. It was because I was having issues and they couldn't find out what was wrong, and come to find out it was cysts bursting on my ovaries, and because I would have just severe pain, but then when they'd go, ultrasounding trying to find it, there was nothing wrong.
She'd be bedridden for 2 to 3 days at a time.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
horrible, and then it would just fluctuate in and out. So I mean, it's been 10 years of dealing with that,
Yeah.
and so it's been a challenge.
But she's not dealing with any.
I mean, I'm dealing with the after effects because I got plunged headfirst into menopause, and so I had some endometriosis as well. So I can't do any hormone therapy until that's gone. So it's basically just I've been doing essential oils and stuff like that to try to help mitigate some of the symptoms and side effects. But it's good. I don't have pain anymore.
Yeah.
Which is just after 10 years is phenomenal.
Right, there's a plus.
So that alone right there is just absolutely wonderful.
Right.
So, but on that note, way too much information to say. No more kids for us. Yeah.
It's amazing how you get sucked into telling stuff you weren't planning on telling, doesn't it?
Well, I've actually talked about it on our live stream. I mean, it's something to me
We're
that
open about it.
yeah,
There's-
it was a big deal for me, especially the whole aspect of finding a doctor that actually listened. I know my body more than anybody else is ever going to, because it's mine. And to actually find somebody to listen and help with that, and like we were gearing up for the surgery and things like that, so we were very open about it on the channel. It's not something that I'm hiding. It is what it is. My body was messed up, and I did what I had to do to fix it, and to kind of encourage others to try that.
There could be other people out there dealing with the same issue, not knowing what to do. If there's help out there.
Yeah.
So being open about that, we may help another person out there that may be going through the same issue she went through.
Because a lot of my issues were not things that I knew were a problem. I mean, realistically, I had no clue.
Her jacked up was her normal.
Yeah, and I didn't know that it was wrong, because it's how I've always been. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, dang, that is way wrong. So, we're pretty open about it.
Yeah. Plus, if someone else is having issues, that's something that may help them to, talk about with their doctor, saying, hey, this could be a possibility.
This person did this. Why can't I do it? Or so on and so forth. But we'll give the best advice that we can, but we're not doctors.
Yeah.
Country girl, you're right. You got that right on. Menopause. Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think it's trivia time again. So
already?
Yeah, let's get this brought over here.
Well, hi, folks. It's trivia time again. And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay. So it's trivia time again. And if you all paid attention to the promo video, you already know that this question has nothing to do with Megan. So anyway, is everybody ready in the chat, or do we need to go over the rules again, do you think?
I think they got it.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. In high school, Patrick showed his school spirit how?
Really?
It's been out there before. I believe you've thrown it out there several times.
I might even have a picture of that.
You do have a picture of that.
Oh, you need to go find that.
She's getting it right now.
Swampy Acres.
Swampy Acres.
Okay, hold on.
I haven't even heard of Swampy Acres. And he knows who it is, what it is. Break my table.
Who was the first one?
Swampy Acres, got it.
There we go.
Okay, Swampy Acres, you have to send us an email, please, to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Give us your mailing address. And if your email is in no way related to the YouTube channel named Swampy Acres, please let us know who you are.
Okay, just remind me, because I'm pretty sure I know Swampy Acres. Are you male or female? I know it sounds silly to ask that, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
But yes, it's true. I was a cheerleader in high school. And I think it's only fair to give that information out because I threw Megan under the bus.
Okie doke. Good thing I have another pink one.
Okay.
So 2 pink ones are going out this week.
All right.
We'll save this one for another time. No problem.
And we want to thank everybody for playing along on our trivia questions. Remember, if you'd like to sponsor the trivia questions with something you either make as a craft or something from your homestead or anything of the sort like that, just send us an email. We'll get together. We'll work something out with you. So, Where are we at? There we go. All right, we'll leave the phone line open again here for a little bit. If anybody wants to call in. Oh, here we go.
Look at that handsome stud.
Oh,
Look at that.
No skirt?
Believe it or not, we still have those pants in our closet. When we talk about minimizing.
And they still fit. So I'm just saying. My wife won't throw them away because they're Adidas.
No, I won't throw them away because I think they're absolutely hilarious. That maroon is something that has not been seen outside of the 80s and early 90s.
So let me tell you something about this picture. This is actually the only picture in existence of my cheerleading days. The one and only.
I keep it on my dresser because it makes me smile.
You didn't get it in a yearbook or anything?
She went to
Actually, I did get it in a yearbook, but who reads yearbooks these days? I don't know.
I don't know, but I think I'm gonna have to find one.
If you also look it up as well, I went to Addison High School in upstate New York during my senior year. You also find me in a coconut bra in that yearbook.
Oh, I have a picture of someone else in a coconut bra.
Was he playing
Speaking of,
No, he was not playing bagpipes.
no, he was not. But I think he had on a grass skirt at the time too. And I know where those are.
Love the yoga challenge video.
Yeah, and if I remember right, somebody was playing with.
We're not going to go there.
No, they didn't do the yoga challenge.
No, we didn't. I told JJ, you don't want to see us trying to get down on the floor and do yoga. You'd have to call the tow truck company to come get my tush up off the floor. Wouldn't it be a pretty sight?
We did okay.
Yeah, we did all right.
Well, you guys are young enough you can do that.
No Mississippi Golf. There was no blue ribbon. Not even a yellow one. Not even a yellow one.
Around the old oak tree.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
She's going to have mouth to mouth here in a minute. Carrie, you go sleep.
Jeez.
No, that was at our honeymoon in the Poconos. That resort is now closed.
Yeah.
It was pretty much
And their shutting down had nothing to do with us visiting.
As we were driving out. We're in New York. What city? Patrick.
Oh, you know where Elmira is?
I was born in
New York.
I was born in
New York. Where
I was born in Rochester. I was born in Rochester.
Yeah, I was born in Elmira.
Yeah.
And I grew up as soon as I was born. 2 months after I was born, we all moved to Texas.
Yeah.
And stayed there till we were 16, and then went right back because I had brothers and sisters who'd grown up in Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and my half brother and half sister. So my father, they started having kids. My father wanted to be there more for the grandchildren, stuff like that. So we moved back up. And being a cheerleader in Texas and a cheerleader in New York are two different things.
And now they want to know what part of Texas.
San Marcos, Texas. It's in between Austin and San Antonio. And it's the weirdest thing because I've met 3 people this year, in 2018, that were from my hometown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Country Girl just moved out of Houston. She moved from Houston to Tennessee.
Well, and folks, the strangest part about all this is they grew up on different ends of the country, and they met overseas.
Yeah. Yeah,
We met
really by chance. I mean, when you look at it.
We met on Halloween.
Yep.
10 years ago. A little over 10 years ago. Last October.
Yeah.
Would have been 10 years. And my wife here was dressed up as a Catholic schoolgirl.
I was.
And
a little thinner back then.
Yeah, I was sitting in the corner.
Yeah. And the ladies were present.
But I had offered to watch her purse.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of a great relationship.
Yeah.
The next time we saw each other,
same bar.
There's
an Irish pub in Naples, Italy.
And I said something to her, walked away, and she was intrigued and followed me back to my seat.
So,
That almost sounds like a Pied Piper story.
It kind of was.
Yep.
I was intrigued.
Very intrigued.
It was not supposed to be a long-term thing.
Was not supposed to be a long-term relationship, but it turned into one.
Yeah.
And it's still going for some reason.
And so Patrick, do you want to share anything about how some of your initial words with your future father-in-law?
I'm sorry you didn't have a coconut bra on.
Saw you making out with my daughter.
What?
Yeah, I worked. Your dad approached me at one point and said, "Hey, you were making out with my daughter."
Did he really?
Yes.
That sneaky bastard.
So her father was not in the military at the time. Her father was.
We have been married 8 years, and I have never heard this.
Yes.
The things we bring out on Monday Night Live.
Yeah. It's a bonding moment. You know? So I worked with her father in the building. I was in the military at the time. I was in the Navy. He was working for the government.
Yeah.
And she had come overseas. She was 21 at the time.
I just turned 21, and my parents were like, "Yeah, we're gonna take a job in Italy," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go to Europe." And I figured Italy, there was a huge NATO presence. Like, I'll meet myself a German or maybe an Englishman and get married. And we're not coming back to the States. I'm gonna go live that European lifestyle. And then I'm married an American Navy guy.
So
took a turn somewhere, I don't know where.
To quote my wife's vows, the very first sentences out of her mouth in the church in front of
all our friends and family,
hundreds of people in a full Scottish in the Church of England in downtown Naples, Italy, was
you were nothing that I was looking for
in
a husband. You're an American, you're in the military, and you're shorter than me.
And I was all right.
The whole church was rolling at this point, including the priest.
Walking away now.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, nothing I want now. So,
nothing I was looking for.
Nothing I want. It was a full-fledged Scottish wedding. Everybody was in kilts. It was the first time I had officially worn a kilt.
Yeah.
And
he couldn't figure out.
Was everyone handed a blue ribbon as they walked in?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, they didn't. But my dad made all the groomsmen and Patrick wear their kilts around downtown Naples on the metro, like the week before the wedding, so they could get used to wearing them in public and not embarrass themselves. But he didn't practice kneeling. And so we went and we were getting ready to take communion after we'd said our vows, and we had a communion, and he went to pull the kneeling cushion, I don't know the technical term, across the front, and he kept trying to like kind of squat down to get it, but then he was afraid of flashing the church behind him, and he kept like fidgeting and trying to get it, and finally I was just like, just do it. So instead of squatting and using your knees, he just bent over. And, of course, the back of that kilt went up and a lot of snickering from the rest of the church, so he flashed everybody at our wedding.
So it was an evening wedding as the moon rose.
Yeah, it was. And it was a delicate pale moon.
Yeah.
So
it was a full moon with a couple of astronauts hanging out.
Stop. That is too far. That's horrible. No.
Okay,
folks, you heard it here first.
That'll be the question on the next time they're on.
Right? Yeah.
Daryl,
yeah. You need... And our reception was in a defunct volcano.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's called Kearney Park, and it's a military
recreational park.
Yeah, and so there's like a 9-hole golf course and some t-ball and baseball fields and cabins you can rent, and so then they have pavilions. So we rented a couple pavilions, and
we had it catered. We had
a good home Southern barbecue because Italy has amazing food, like, but it's you can only get Italian. American. There's no diversity at all. And we wanted ribs, we wanted pulled pork. I mean, just down and dirty, get in there and get good food. and that's what we did for our wedding.
The majority of the people that came out were from Italy, and we had some family from Germany there, and then Megan's grandparents were there, and her grandmother is not a fan of meat. Like, if it tastes like chicken, she won't eat it. Tastes like turkey, she won't eat it. Tastes like pork.
Yeah,
she's
weird.
I've never seen this, and she retired as a home economics teacher.
Yeah,
right?
She went back for seconds on the brisket. It was so good.
Yeah, and the ribs.
The ribs.
We are all phenomenal.
Okay, well, Sherry has dug out some photographs here that
Country Girl Don't Leave Yet.
They should not exist. So I guess
And I knew right where they were. I can't find the stinking seeds, but I know where these were. 20 years later.
So I'm putting her on the thing here so she can.
There and I'm sorry, folks. There was no coconut bra, but there was a grass skirt.
Look at that! You are a beefcake, sir.
I'm telling you. We're not going to show the next picture because somebody pulled their tidy whities down to their ankle. We're not showing tushes here on YouTube.
It was not me.
No. Yes.
But yeah, we spent 3 years out in Italy, and we traveled probably to 15 different countries while we were out there.
Yeah.
Say at least. And we got a traveling in as soon as we could, and then we had to come out here. I got pushed out of the military, and we started our lives here in North Carolina.
Yeah. On a whim.
On a whim.
Pretty much.
It was like, hey, this is where the job is at, and that's where I took it, and I've been with them
since we moved here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we are where we are.
Cool.
We haven't killed each other yet.
It's come close.
Several times.
But,
yeah, I think all couples do, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's healthy to be angry with each other.
Around you like,
yeah. He kept trying to do that today. I was in a pissy mood when I got home.
Oh, was she?
And he just kept needling.
She's so ticked off today, and she kept trying too. She kept trying.
He's like, "You're just trying to pick fights," and I was like, "Yes, I am, because I'm pissed off."
She kept trying to pick fights from this morning, like stuff I said
yesterday. I mean, it was all fair game.
It was hilarious. Well, I kicked her butt out of bed this morning because she's doing her resolution or.
No, I'm just getting back to my normal.
Yeah. So 5 o'clock this morning, I'm kicking her butt out to go to the gym, and she wasn't happy about that.
I was tired.
I know, but still, that's your goal, not mine. I stayed in bed.
No, you want your mornings back to yourself. Don't even try to lie to these good people of YouTube.
Well, yeah. I also put chickens out.
Yeah, you did, because I left.
She just left.
I put my clothes on and left.
Take care of the kids, take her to school.
I'm out of here.
Bye. You want me to get out of bed? I'm gone. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of bed, though.
Big Bear, you're a tad late for the trivias, and the answer was cheesecake. Where were you?
You missed out on your $2 bill, sir.
Again. Okay. All right, love you.
I'm going because I have to get up early.
Yeah, she's going to be getting up at 5 again.
Take care, Megan.
Oh, no, it was wonderful. Thank you guys for having us.
It was a riot.
Yeah. All 3 cats are sitting right here.
I believe it.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah, we're here. Big schedule ahead for us for 2019. Let's get everything going. Starting with this month, we'll be going over 1,000 subscribers.
Well, we're hoping to help you here tonight.
I'm hoping to get the help, and I promise you, I tell you what, subscribe to my channel. If you don't like it, it's a 100% money back guarantee.
God, where are you going to get that on YouTube?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. I'll give you all of it back.
Wow.
And then I'll subscribe to your channel, so you get even more.
So,
well, I know they've been putting your link up quite a bit tonight, so.
Yeah, for 19, we're going to be doing our live shows on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. We're doing, like I said before to Steve, we're doing something different get my schedule out here. Every live show is going to be a live show. We're going to sit down, talk about what we did that week, what preps we did for that week, and what kind of homesteading we did for that week. But we're also going to have like a general topic. So tomorrow is going to be about tires, changing your tires on your vehicles. So you'd be surprised how many people out there do not know how to change a tire. And I saw a meme today with a guy with a beard, and it says, if you do not know how to change your tire, and on the bottom it says shave. Like you're not worthy of having a beard if you don't know how to change a tire. But tires. Next Tuesday we're going to talk about the flu and the upcoming flu season and what's going on there. On the 22nd, that following Tuesday, actually we're moving that to the 24th. We're going to talk about oregano oil, and I'm going to have a channel guest. That's going to be Robin from Big Bear Homestead. She's going to be on that. And then on the 29th, we're going to have Brad from Full Spectrum Survival on the channel. We're going to talk about poor window and door security. So every Tuesday, we're going to try to bring something out and new that's in the homesteading / prepping genre to get the info out there of sometimes really basic stuff, but sometimes pretty complex stuff.
Bronco wants to know what your new skill for learn in 2019 is.
Sign language.
Cool.
Megan and I in March we're going to start taking a sign language course together. We're going to learn some silent, communication. That's for us and for our kid. But sign language. I'm going to take some other courses as well at the local community college because that's the best place to get your education for continued education. I'd like to be a notary. I'm going to get my notary this year as well, and then do some bee related classes because obviously I can't hold bees, so I'm going to learn how to keep them.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Our Daryl's daughter knows sign language, and
Right.
when they had their son, when Saber was born, before he could talk, they taught him some of the things so they could communicate with him.
Right. Well, we know the baby sign language, and we've been working with Huxley with that, but he's getting more vocal now, and so we do like more, and we do talk, go in the bathroom, stuff like that, and it's very important, I think. Your kids will sign before they say their first words. I guarantee it. And they pick it up a lot quicker, too, especially if you use it while you're talking.
Mm-hmm. Jason wants to know if you gave up on trapping.
I did not give up on trapping. Like you, sir, I have the issue of this thing that falls from the sky called the rain. And we just passed our all-time high of the largest amount of rainfall during a single year for 2018. And ever recorded, and it continues to fall. We had our first weekend this year and for the past 3 months that had sun on both days, and I built a greenhouse during those 2 days.
Well,
932, getting up there. So
yep,
feel free to.
I thought you might like to see that.
Happy to go over 1,000.
Speaking
933.
Speaking of that, and seeing that you have up there, why don't you do a plug for what you're planning on starting Thursday nights?
Okay.
Yeah, Terry, we have making mud here also.
Sherry and I have done some talking, and we've done the Monday Night Live for a couple of years now, and we absolutely love it. But the problem is doing that once a week, and really we're only promoting one channel a week, and would like to do more. So we're going to try anyway. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to do something here on Thursday evenings. And if any of you know Pusa Studios or Green Bay Wacky, they do a lot of open things where they do a lot of shout outs and they generate a lot of interest and so forth. Mm-hmm. Well, we're old enough to be the parents of all them. So our our shout outs are not going to be,
Well, if you ask Jess, we're grandparents.
well, for Roots and Refuge, we're grandparents. So anyway, I don't know that we can generate that kind of excitement, but we're gonna do something on Thursday nights where we're gonna try to feature a lot of channels.
Jason wants to be the first Thursday night.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So this coming Thursday night, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what we can do. If you're at all familiar with Booster Studios, they do a thing with a wheel where they do some interaction with the folks in the chat, and they call out letters, and it's based upon, as far as getting featured on the show, it's based upon, it's a random chance thing, but it's still because of the number of people in it. Unless you have a super internet connection, you probably don't stand much of a shot of ever getting featured.
Yeah, that's Carrie's problem here because her internet sucks. So,
well, we have an answer to that problem. We're going to do a wheel too, but everybody's name, if they've participated in the chat in the past 15 minutes, all of their names will be inserted into the wheel. So it's not going to be a thing where they have to type in anything. They just have to say hello in the chat. So anyway, look for us Thursday. What time?
I thought we said 5 p.m. Eastern Standard.
5 or 6?
Well, you go ahead and talk. I'll look at the live stream list that I created because I have to make. Yeah, I did. I already made sure that BreakAway was on our list already.
Yeah, we have you on our list. You're on the list. Yeah,
you're on the list.
Nice. Great.
That's a good thing or a bad thing.
I really enjoy your guys' live shows, especially on Mondays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays, your instructional videos are great. I've learned a lot about OBS on it. And the reason why my show is actually at 9 o'clock on Tuesday night is I don't want to steamroll over you guys because I want to watch your content.
Yeah, that's what we did. Because I made this list, it's like, okay, I don't want to step on toes, so we don't want to do it there. We can't do it this. And, because...
but the bottom line is there's so many channels.
Yeah, 5 p.m. because hardiness approaches 6, and then 7, everything starts rolling after that. So 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe early for some, but, Well,
we'll have to see how it goes.
We'll try 5 p.m. this Thursday.
We'll have to see how it
we can
goes.
go from there.
And we're going to...
You can always go back to the content as well.
Exactly.
So, if you're not doing anything...
But what I do to keep up with all the people, because the majority of my subscribers are organic. There are people who want to be here because they watch the content, everything like that. And I'm happy about it because the majority of the people in there, I know them. I know them in some way or another, or I watch the content. So what I'll do is I'll load up my notifications on YouTube, put it on my phone, and I listen to the content as I'm driving to work or taking my kids to school or doing whatnot. And that's what keeps me up to date on what's going on.
So anyway, if you're free Thursday, please look for us. We're gonna give it a go. And in the interim here, we've got him all the way up to 9:34. I think you started at 9:16 tonight with us, if I looked right. So we're pleased as heck that we were able to maybe get you a couple more people looking at your channel here.
We do appreciate it.
So,
and promise you won't be disappointed.
Oh, that's a given. That's a given.
Okay.
We are continuously improving, and I hope to make it out there one day to, So the reason why I started this channel was because of a personal problem I had that was speaking in front of people and in front of large crowds. 5 or 6 people is not an issue, but when it comes to larger crowds, I kind of lock up. And if I don't have references to certain things, I'll lock up. And so I started the channel and said, hey, this would be a good therapy to talk to people. And Daryl and I chatted last night. We talked about what I started in the beginning. In the beginning, this channel was a live show, but it was a vinyl live. I would take vinyls from this massive collection of vinyls that I took from my father-in-law, or he gave to me, and I would play them online. and that was the start. It was an icebreaker for me, and it grew from there. And then I decided, hey, we could take this into a direction that could be good for informative, educational, and just basically the reason to have our channel is to get the information out there that you might not get other places. Like, yeah, I'm building a greenhouse right now. It's a Harbor Freight 6x8, but there's 30 videos out there right now. Someone asked me, why aren't you doing a video on it? Because there's already that content out there. What I want to do is go in between the lines, find the content that's not there, and create on that. Because there's still plenty of content that's not out there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But the other part of that is it doesn't matter if it's out there or not, because
a different perspective.
Exactly, different perspective.
You can always learn something new watching the same thing over and over again. And a clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, I was going to say, I suppose if a clock's just running slow, it could possibly only be right once a day. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But if it's running fast, it could be right 3 times a day.
Yes, folks, I live with this 24 hours a day.
All right.
9:35.
36.
Woo-hoo. Getting there.
36. Woo! Getting up there.
Yeah.
Other things I do, usually on Wednesdays, Brad from Full Spectrum Survival will bring us out, ask me to come out on his live stream that he does at night. He's moved that to 8 o'clock now. Him and Kelly, they do a great job in that channel with Full Spectrum Survival. And I couldn't ask for a better channel, along with Big Bear Homestead, to shadow over this past year. I owe most of my success to them because I've been behind the scenes just blaring questions at them left and right and getting into the ropes of everything. For Brad, it's more of the camera side. For Jason, it's more of the homesteading side. And so on Wednesdays, I usually go out and do it's a live show. It's not a real, I would more call it a podcast than anything else because you won't see our faces on it. We talk about some great things on his show too.
Is there any reason you guys are not using the camera on that? I've been to a couple of those.
Well, the big deal for most of the folks here, that anybody who has survival or homestead on the back of their channel name is usually out in the boonies, and so his connection isn't the greatest. That's why he doesn't do face-to-face type of show. No. So I'm sure once he gets his connection better, then he'll be doing better.
Well, I know that we've had him on the show.
When did you say they're doing their show now? What day?
It's on a Wednesday.
8 o'clock on Wednesdays.
And that is
Full Spectrum.
Full Spectrum.
Full Spectrum Survival with Bragg and Kelly. And
okay. So I can move them.
So what I did to remedy that issue, my issue was here. I'm in the country too, and we were getting 0.4 megabytes upload, download speed, nothing great. And so I took a risk and I took a chance at this company called Ubify, and it's a 4G network. You point it at a tower, and it could be miles away, but it's a directed tower to go in that specific direction where that tower's at. Kind of like a cell phone, it picks up that signal, but sends a big pulse to that, and it comes back with a decent speed for internet. And we've been doing that for a year now, and we love it. And if you're in a rural situation, it's the best way to get internet. Cut that cord and go wireless.
That sounds like definite content for a video.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Trust me. I've been working this thing for a year. I just now got antennas to raise up even higher to see what kind of signal I can get, and I've already got before stuff from when we were on Full Spectrum. No, not Full Spectrum. I can't remember the name of the internet company. It was called Spectrum. That's why I'm confused. But the rates now are hundreds of times faster. They're probably working at 126, 127, or 120s range right now, which is way better than what it was before, and about paying the same price. But it's about buying the equipment. You have to buy the equipment. The actual service is inexpensive. Well, I contacted Ubify about sponsoring the Homesteaders of America conference this last year, but they never got back with me. I'm going to try again this year and see if I can sponsor a Wi-Fi hotspot at the next one for 2019.
City Girl, we're up through the end of March, I think.
We are up through April 1st.
April, yeah. The first opening we have is April 8th. And I'm waiting. Mama Grows. If you did email me back, I haven't seen it yet because I told Mama Groves that was the first one we had open. So
9:36. Wow.
There we go.
I am humbled, guys.
We are working on you.
Yep, Terry. She's been with us for a while now, and probably since the beginning. And we used to hang out on Hens chat, and she would be on there all the time. And then we ended up talking behind the scenes, and I sent her some plants, and then she came up with her first video on YouTube with those plants. I told her the only way I'd send them to you is if you do a review on the plants and show us what you got. And she did. And she started her own channel. And I'm so happy for her. She's doing great.
Daniel, this is Breakaway Homesteader. Little Creek, can you put his link up here? Daniel just got here just a little bit ago. That way we can get him up to 937.
I would love to have him up to 940 by the end of the night here.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, and knowing that we're rolling over 1,000 is kind of the push, because it's the goal, and I've already talked to my wife, and I said, hey, if we get 1,000, we're getting brand new equipment. We're actually gonna get into this, and we're gonna do it. And she's more of a cheerleader than an actual participant, but over the past few months, she's really gotten into it. And I'm really surprised how it became one of those situations where the question always came up, how do you convince your wife or how do you convince your spouse to become a prepper or become a farmer type person or whatnot when they don't want to? And it's really come to that point where she's getting involved and she's liking what she's seeing. And so that's a good thing as well.
Patrick, I've opened up the phone line here again. I thought some people might have some questions about the internet thing.
Sure.
So I've opened that up. If anybody has any questions about
there we go. Patrick or Daniel just subscribed, and Jason wants to brag about Patrick. Go for it, Jason. Why don't you call in? Why don't you call in, Jason?
Jason? I don't know if Jason wants to call in.
Mississippi Gulf Coast gardener.
Go back and forth with some behind the scenes.
Patrick was the gardener, the cheerleader.
Yeah. Jason and I, we go behind the scenes with some behind the scenes videos. We share each other. We mock each other's channels. And I don't know if I was the last one to send rockets his way. I don't know what kind of retaliation he wants to do tonight. It's funny stuff, but not meant for YouTube. We do at least one video a month where we mock Jason on his channel, and I've got the same hat he's got. He got his hat from Australia.
Yes.
I got the same hat from Australia when I went to Australia, and so I'll put that on. I'll be in a robe or something like that. And recently, they were talking about mushrooms, and we had some mushrooms growing out back. So we had just taken down our fence in our garden. And so I walked through the garden gate and then continued on like there was a fence still there. And it was pretty funny. He wasn't that happy about it. I got a nice one finger remark back.
You were saluted.
Yes. He's telling me I was number one.
Number one. That's what I told when my niece was small and I was waving to someone. She asked me what that meant. I said I told them they were number one. She went home and told my dad. Auntie Cher told so and so that they were number one. Oh, I didn't get a very good look from him.
Look. Yeah. But yeah, our show is more pointed on the fact as well that we do have an autistic child, and that we can, work everything we want to try to get into life with the autistic child. It's not a disruption.
Run, Patrick. I think.
This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
What's Who do you think it is?
Waiting to hear it.
Waiting to hear it. Now, see, I called to brag on you. See, you're the one who brought up your nasty behind-the-scenes videos. I wasn't gonna bring that up. I wasn't gonna talk about it. Wasn't gonna talk about it not one lick.
But now that you brought it up. Some of the worst acting on the planet.
I think it's the best acting on the planet.
I mean, the Tickle Me Elmo doll does a better job at acting than Patrick does.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I see a future
Let's not even talk about the yoga challenge where wonderful Meg was screaming she couldn't get your fat butt up off the floor.
Yeah,
we don't need to bring that up either.
I think I see a wonderful video coming of an Aussie hat in a kilt.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you have no idea the videos that have been going back and forth. But I seriously wanted to call and brag in case anybody was seriously on the fence about subscribing to Patrick. And I'm going to share a story, and it's going to tell you exactly the type of person. I mean, he's not – look, I understand. He ain't great to look at. He's got the perfect face for radio. I got that. But I'm going to tell you what type of person he is, what type of heart that he has. If you follow our channel at all, you will know that in 2018 we got hit in the gut pretty hard. My son got in a terrible car accident. The only reason why he's alive or not in jail is by the grace of God. And we were scheduled to be speakers at the Homesteaders of America conference. And we never said anything, but we were hardcore stressing about how in the world were we going to be able to afford to get up there, get all of the stuff for the demos and the class and the lecture, all the stuff that I was basically bringing up there. And we were hardcore stressing about it. Out of nowhere, Patrick hits me up on Hangout and says, "Hey, you just gave me a good excuse to go to the Homesteaders of America conference. How about I come down and pick you guys up with my trailer and we'll go?" And Robin and I, of course, were speechless. And we were kind of, okay. And then there was a point where he thought that he might not be able to go. And he was like, "Man, I'm just going to bring the Durango down with the trailer, drop it off. My wife's going to follow me, and you guys just bring it back when you can." And I was kind of like, whoa. I mean, Patrick has been following our channel for a while, but he and I never really had much interaction up to that point. And so he was selfishly doing this. And, like, that isn't enough. Robin and I had to tag team, distract him so we could pay for the gas. We had to tag team, distract him so we could pay for his meals and stuff. He was literally fighting with us to do that. And if that wasn't enough, this guy, who I told him he could sit in my class at no charge, still paid for my class. Then on the very last night of the conference, basically it was Saturday night, he asks Robin, he goes, "Can I get," because Robin and I were staying at one of those Airbnb
things. Yep.
And so, you know, Robin, of course, just gave him the keys. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, great. We're going to walk in the house. There's going to be balloons hanging from the ceiling or other things that you can blow up hanging from the ceiling. Because I just spent like 10, 12 hours in the car with this guy. And so I know the level of practical jokes that can happen.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was kind of like, oh, boy, Robin, that was kind of a bad idea. Well, he started sending us pictures. He made us chili. He made us a whole meal. Set it up, had little centerpieces for the tables, had the kids set up in another place. The aldermans were coming over. He made sure that there was enough for them. And, I mean, that's just the kind of guy he is. He's a good-hearted person. Again, I know he's not much to look at, but he's a good-hearted person. He'll give you the shirt off his back, and any knowledge that he has, he's willing to share. And so go on over there, subscribe to his channel. Let's get him to 1,000 tonight, because if he doesn't make it to 1,000 tonight, then it's going to be my personal quest come tomorrow and Saturday on, and Robin's going to hate me for it because we got a special guest for her show on Wednesday.
If
but
he
it's
does,
going to be a personal quest for me to get him to 1,000 before the sun goes, or before the clock strikes midnight on Saturday.
Well, and to help him get there, if everyone, especially if you're on a computer, go over and hit your share button and share this on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, whatever other social media you have going, and tell them
Google Plus.
Tell them we're still live. Come on over.
Mm-hmm. Come on, go to MySpace. Go to MySpace. I know some of y'all are old. Y'all still got MySpace?
God, is that still around?
It's still around.
I don't know.
God.
There's probably some dude in some.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it to 1,000 on here tonight, but I expect him in our stream on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday, because Thursday's before Saturday. That's right.
Well, here in Ohio it is.
Somebody put it out on AOL Messenger and Yahoo Messenger. Oh, you know, there's some people out there that. Let's get him up there. But seriously, to everybody watching, he is a great guy. You won't be disappointed. We joke, and he's right. He does send me very bad acting video messages because he wants to be like Mike. And I get it. Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Everybody wants to be like Jason.
I can see how I'm his hero. I can see how I'm his hero.
Everyone wants to be like Jason. That's just how it is.
I mean, I know. I'm a lot better looking than he is, so I understand where that's coming from. And I've killed more deer than he has, so we don't hold that kind of stuff against him.
Heard it before from me that it's been a pleasure shadowing you for this past year and a half, and getting the ropes and learning with you. It was a privilege to come down and meet you and your family and your great kids, and even sit in your studio and learn a few things that I had not known before. And we broke bread, and we really, I don't know. You see somebody and you just know that they're going to be a good friend, and that's what Jason is to me, and Robin, and all the kids.
Yeah, Robin saved his life because he'd come down here coughing and hacking like he'd been smoking for like 60 years. And so she hooked him up with some oils and got the cough away. I was like, Robin, he probably needs to go sleep in the barn. He probably got Ebola. But of course,
we don't even know this guy. The stranger's staying in our house.
He's got Ebola. Listen to him cough. But
Jason, Brenda's upset because she can't grow a beard like you have.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to cut it off.
Oh, Lordy. We won't know who you are.
I'm going to go just straight baby face. What do y'all think? And I'm going to shave my head bald.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can just see that. I can just see his hat falling down on his nose now.
You ain't lying. No, I can't shave my head bald. I'm growing it out for the young lady that I grew it out for once before when she was a sophomore. No, I'm sorry. She was a junior in high school, and we met her through the superheroes at the hospital. She had cancer.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and well, her cancer came back. And well, obviously she's not in high school anymore.
Right.
But her cancer came back, and you know, one of the things she said is she wanted the fat guy to grow his hair out again, and I was like, well, I guess that's me. And so I'm growing my hair out again and going to donate it for her. And the first time I did it was the very first time I ever had hair long enough to put in a ponytail, and it was extremely aggravating. And I'm at that stage now with my hair that it's hitting the ears, and it's driving me crazy. So if y'all could pray for me for strength to make it past this stage.
Yeah, Daryl doesn't have that problem.
A haircut is not a happy Marine.
Yeah, I know. See, he knows. He should know. I mean, he's been taking us for rides for like ever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and see, that's another thing. He's a veteran. He's a veteran, so you got to love him because he's a veteran.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true.
He was part of the Navy. They were great taxis. Great taxi drivers.
Yeah. Speedboat drivers.
Yeah, there you go. Toot toot. He eats a lot of spinach. He's really good.
That's
He's
funny.
Good that way. He's got the little ashtray hat that he wears around sometimes.
Yeah. Well, tell Robin and the kids we said hey.
That's the hat you need to wear in the next spoof video that you're doing of me, because there may or may not be a video in the making with me wearing one, acting like I'm BreakAway.
Well, bring it on. I tell you, I told Megan the goal is to do at least once a month. Do it at least once a month. So when the year's up, we can have our video war go back and forth, and we can go public with it.
Oh, is that what you want to do? Is go back and forth with it for like a year?
I thought that
save
first
up the
one
footage
was
and then let it go live.
Entertaining.
It will break the internet, Bo. We will break the internet.
Jason, Stephen wants to know if Daisy's gone on a walkabout lately.
Nope, we just released Daisy from Cal Jail this morning, and she has stayed at home. She's hung out around the hay bales. She's like the little kid that just got released from detention, so she's kind of like watching everybody, and she knows we're still watching her, so she's like, I'm just over here just eating some hay. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we woke up in the morning and she was gone, but
in my backyard.
If she's gone again, you can have her, Bo. Come get her. Come get this crazy cow. And but if she's gone again in the morning, she'll go back into cow jail. We are currently shopping around for a bull. Guy sent us some pictures today. I'm just a little concerned that I don't think that bull is quite tall enough to do what he needs to do. But everybody always says, they'll find a way. So, he may do his thing. She may have to just lay down, for him to be able to reach her. It's been known to happen. So, you go to the bottom of the hill, baby. I'm going to stay up here at the top. So it's just one of those things. We're talking about it. He just finally sent the pictures today, so definitely need to get one so this kind of stuff stops. Plus, we need more beef.
So are we still planning for May, Big Bear?
That's the goal. That's
the end of the month.
It all depends. It all really depends on Josh at this point in time. We're set up here pretty much. We got a little, but we got some clearing up, straightening up stuff kind of we have to do to be ready for it. But yeah, pretty much.
Cab 7.
Cab 7.
It's good to see you, sir.
Ben, thank you. You didn't have to
Appreciate
do that.
your service as well.
Yes, another
Cab in the house.
Another veteran. Thank you.
I love watching Cab shows. He brings so much enjoyment into life when you watch him.
We have been friends of Cabs for, since we've been on YouTube.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great person. Met him in person.
I met Cab through that network that shall not be named. And he came into one of our live streams, and we started visiting with him. And Cab is a wonderful, wonderful person, great heart, and he's definitely a live stream to go check out if you are suffering from PTSD,
yes,
depression, you can't sleep, anything like that. We used to do something like that late at night, but it just started really wearing me out, and it really warmed my heart because we were helping a lot of folks in that one, and it warmed my heart to be able to kind of pass that torch over there to Cab. And so we send everybody to Cab now with that when they come, because some people are asking for insomnia, and we send them to Cab.
9:39, almost there.
Yeah, I'm getting
Come
closer.
on. We need 9:40. We're not going to let Daryl go to bed until we hit 9:40.
And that's one thing about Big Bear as well. Whenever there's a person in need or something like that, he'll do an auction. And so he's helped a couple people this past year.
Yes.
With some auctions.
Yes, we've done an auction. Yep. Deb Lewis just subbed. Hey, Heaven's Gate, how are you?
Look at that, 940. So
we need 9:45 before Daryl can go to bed.
Thank you, Cab 7.
9:45.
Jason, if he comes to bed before 2 a.m., that would be a miracle. So we don't want to even go there.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to hit 9:45, or Daryl cannot have another cup of coffee. He can't drink another cup of coffee until we hit 9:45.
He was a good one for your insomnia nights, because he would definitely be up.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the best insomnia we had is when I was still on the laptop. It was before we got the desktop and before we got the nice camera. We were running off of the camera and the laptop, and I was sick as a dog, but we were doing it anyway, and I was on the couch, and Blaze was out there with me, and we saw a mouse go across our floor, and it jumped into one of the big speakers we used to have, because it was...
Oh, Lord.
It was part of that system that I got when I was in Japan. You know, you got the 100-disc CD. See, I'm fixing to show my age. A 100-disc CD changer.
His age. Oh, wait. Let me get out the violin.
Yeah. And right now, all the kids in the chat were like, "What's a CD changer and what is a tape deck?" But it jumped in there, and Blaze and we real quick grabbed the speaker and turned it up so he couldn't come right back out the air hole again. And we started taking it apart. And then we were trying to I got my K-bar and we were trying to stat it, because we put a whole bunch of traps in there, and he thought it was an obstacle course, and he was like jumping over them, twisting, doing flips and stuff. And so then we tried to stab him with the K-bar, and that went over very badly. Made me look very bad because I was missing him. And so then Blaze was like, "Let's get the shop vac."
Oh, absolutely. That works well.
We got because remember now, I do nuisance wildlife removal work, or I used to. I don't really do that much of it anymore. I pick and choose what I want to do. So I have a big, super industrial shop vac for vacuuming up bat feces and insulation and stuff like that. So we fed the hose in that puppy, and we turned it on, and the next thing we heard was thunk, boom, when the mouse got sucked up into the vacuum cleaner and then got projected out where it hit the side and then fell down into the bottom. The face that my son made was internet gold. It was just sheer internet gold. And I think that happened to be that. You know, there's folks that still talk about that one to this day.
Mary Beth, hey, Grizzly just stopped smoking today. I quit in October of last year. Cold turkey. Prayers for him for sure. And just tell him to stick in there. And if he feels like he's got a craving at night, just tell him to go to bed. Let him sleep it off. It helped me a lot.
I didn't know you smoked, man.
I did. It's October.
Really?
September was when I went to the hospital, and that was when I quit. It was actually September. My bad. It was before the conference. It was about 3 weeks beforehand that I had quit because I went to the hospital with no. They thought I had West Nile disease because of the hurricane come through. We had so many mosquitoes out here, and they had 2 confirmed cases. So they sent me to the hospital, racked up a lot of bills, and sent me home with no prognosis. And I ended up going to a chiropractor and getting some more holistic stuff done. But that was before the conference. So when I went to your house, I was hacking because I couldn't find the breath.
Because you really did have Ebola.
I didn't have Ebola. But yeah, your wife hooked me right up.
Ebola.
She's great. Robin is awesome. Let me tell you, she's like Patrick. And this is in the middle of the dark, in the middle of the night. I'm like, yes, ma'am. She's like, you want something for your cough? And she hooked me right up. And we still have the oil she gave us. We still use it. We use it on Huxley when he's hacking up.
Nice.
So we do well. And then Megan with her issues with menopause and being thrown into menopause, she's helped her with that. She takes some female stuff. I don't know what it's called. It's not Clary Calm. Clary Calm. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yes, that oil has saved my marriage more than once.
Yeah. And then another one
saved
would
my
be
life
your
more
soap.
than once too.
Like Robin made a soap specifically for Jason. It's called Warriors Repose. I tried that puppy out on New Year's Eve.
Yes, I remember that.
I couldn't even hang out with you guys. I was like, nah, I'm done. And so I was done for sure. And as soon as the bell dropped or the ball dropped, I was out. I was gone. And I slept good too. So good that night.
See what I mean about how good of a person he is? This is his night. We're trying to get him to 1,000, and he bragging on me and my wife.
That's because you're great people. And I would do it for anybody. It's not just you. If I know you well enough to where, I mean, folks, it's about integrity, okay? And that's one thing that's lacking.
You would brag on a stranger this much too, then. Is that what you're saying?
What?
Mama Grows.
So you're saying you'd do it for anybody, so you'd brag on a stranger this well.
Jason, Mama Grows has a question out here about Clary Calm, like Clary Sage with others in it or something. So I don't.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
I think so. Robin's in the bed, so I don't know, and it's not very safe for me to go in there and try to wake her up right now. So, Mama Grows, I love you, but I am not putting my life in danger.
Can't you just walk in with this Clary Calm in front of you and you'll be safe?
Look, man, it's not Haagen-Dazs. It don't work that well.
Oh, okay.
It ain't cookies and cream ice cream, you know. You got to get the stuff on her. Now, I could, if they had a like a spray bottle with it, that I could be like I was
like
a
really
priest
ready?
and dousing her with holy water like she's possessed. I'd be like, get away from me, demon. You know, that may work. But knowing my luck, I'd get it in her eye, and then she'd be like, ah, because, you know, any of that oil in your eye burns. So then it would just make matters worse.
Okay, well, Mama Grows, Wednesday night, there will be a live stream on Big Bear Homestead.
Well, and that's what she's going to ask about the oils on the class, yeah.
Yep.
What time? 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Is that?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all go in there and talking about I was talking trash about Robin in Two Family Homestead, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, no, I wasn't. These people don't know what you're talking about.
She can answer any oils questions you've got. I've been working with her directly on questions, and she'll come right back with notes and let you know exactly what you need. You just say the issue, she can handle it with oil.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I try to quiz her every now and then, and I just make stuff up, and she's got the answer.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I got this tingling feeling in my pinky toe that travels up behind my knee that comes up all the way to my shoulder. And she's like, well, come on, I'll get some wintergreen, and that's just the nerve that connects it to. And I'm like, there's a nerve that goes down to my pinky toe?
Last week they did a show on peppermint. And that was a good show.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, about those oils, though, the ones that are okay to eat, she makes me eat them.
Ingestible, yeah.
Right there on the live show.
Yep.
And when we get to patchouli, that's not fun. Because that's a question I got, but I won't never ask Robin this question. How can patchouli be okay to ingest if it's good for hemorrhoids? That's what I don't understand. Because the first time I tasted that thing, it felt like my lips were shrinking.
Bet you could whistle really well.
Oh yeah, I could whistle. Woo, I could whistle all 4 verses of the Star Spangled Banner. And I don't know but one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Where are we at now? What's his number now?
9:45.
9:45, Jason.
45. All right, let's get to 9:50. How many people we got in the room?
Up here?
We are currently at 44, I think.
I show 43, but close to that.
44.
Yeah.
44. Okay, if you're in this chat room right now and you are already subscribed to BreakAway, go ahead and give us one of them hand emojis, whether it's like the aloha one or the hands up or the thumbs up.
Or if you have an alter ego, log on, which I just did.
Now, see, that's just wrong because YouTube's cracking down on that stuff. See, you shouldn't have said that out loud. You should have come up with a code word or something because you know the FBI is watching.
No, we had a good time at the HOA. I took this course. I loved it. And I will say, and he said it before we started the course, this will probably be the #1 class that any person starting a homestead should take. And it's true. Trapping is a big part. And I tell you, since I've been doing some trapping at work, and been trapping a lot of mice and a lot of rats. And he's really set up the platform to know how to do that. Because I never knew before that mice follow the wall. I never knew I was going to put traps along the wall. And I learned that at his school, and now I'm catching mice all the time. But he goes well into depth on trapping beaver, trapping muskrats, trapping almost every little 4-legged creature that's out there that you can get. And I know he's planning on doing another school sometime soon. I'm sure he'll put that detail out when he gets there. But it's highly recommended. And I came back with a wealth of knowledge, knowing that being a homesteader, trapping should be one of the things. It probably should be like a homesteading 101. Trapping should be in that portion of the book.
And it just to be certain here, in case anybody has just popped in the room or anything, the person on the phone is Jason Rear of Big Bear Homestead, a noted speaker at various conferences. He does. They have a farm. They raise a lot of animals. Does wonderful. The only thing the man can't do is fix his tractor. But
you ain't lying, and I've been working on that stupid thing for dang near 3 years and can't figure it out. And I built my first car.
Well, Jason, you're only like possibly 10 hours from us. Just saying, Daryl.
I know, Daryl. We've been nagging at you to come down for like, what, 2 years?
Jason's got the perfect homestead to host an event like he wants to host in May. Plenty of space, big old garage to go into in case it rains. But yeah, it's cool. He showed me a little trick when we got there. He's like, "Watch this," and he slams the door to his studio, and the whole surface of his pond shakes. And they were all the catfish that were coming up to the top and got got scared.
Some things are supposed to be between us, man.
What? Oh, talking about your catfish?
Lonely.
Let me ask you something. You said you came away with a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
I made the comment that the most important thing that you should take away from my class is what?
Trying to think.
Oh man, just send me the traps back, man. You failing miserably.
What is it? It was October last year. I did take notes. I don't have my stuff in front of me. You saw me take notes. I took notes during that entire class.
I mean, I said this like 800 times.
Sent.
They said it was the most important thing when it came to predator control on the homestead. I even joked with you about getting T-shirts made up about it.
Homestead clean, and you won't have to deal with it.
Okay, cleaning.
That was one of the first things you said.
What is it?
To prevent predators, you got to keep your place clean.
Sweet baby Jesus.
What is it? Answer the question.
Everything follows. I'm pausing so you can finish it.
Okay, finish it.
Everything follows its food source.
Its food source. Everything follows its food source. Yep.
Yeah, you failed. It's the most important thing.
I'm sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back for your next class in May.
Yep. You need to take a remedial. You make me feel bad as a teacher. See, if you weren't cutting all them jokes in class, you might have been able to remember that.
True. Well, I did have Doc Ferris there with me, so.
That's true, too.
Had to keep him in line.
So, Daryl,
I know Doc was taking notes.
Since Jason brought up about his tractor, there's two other people that's talking about they need you to fix. Rosalie down by Cincinnati needs her truck. Her truck's held together by wires and duct tape.
Hey, I've got first dibs.
And I forget, there was someone else here who mentioned something about they need you to fix something.
Oh, my.
Jamal Grove says food source, ? We're talking about trapping and predator control on the homestead. And I took Jason's class at the Homesteaders of America conference last October, and that was the first thing he said. He asked me to recall it. I did not. He had to refresh my memory.
Okay, well, Patrick just woke up Robin because I tried to sneak in here. So what was that? What was Mama Grove's question about Clary Calm?
What was inside Clary Calm?
What's inside Clary Calm?
Was it Clary? Is it Clary Sage with other ingredients or something? It's Clary Calm.
Yes,
it's a blend of oils.
Clary Sage, lavender,
bergamot.
Uh-oh, she's moving. Uh-oh.
Run, Jason, run.
Clary Sage, lavender, bergamot, rum and chamomile, lang-lang, cedarwood, geranium, and then it's got carrot seed oil in it.
Did you get all
She's
that?
She's not even awake. She's like, bergamot.
That's a lot.
Love you, Robin.
Love you too.
Yeah, you missed Megan.
See, I was right. He did have the smoker's Ebola when he came here. He just quit smoking.
Beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
a month before that.
What was the oil? Hey, I'm talking. What was the oil that you gave him?
Breathe.
It was Breathe.
Yeah. I'm breathing now. I'm a new man.
I bet you are.
Thanks to Robin.
I bet you are, Iron Lung. See, another reason why you need to sub to him, because he's a good cook. That chili was good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chili and cornbread.
Chili and cornbread.
Good.
We had the aldermans there as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good night for sure.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you in front of everybody. Tommy the other day said, "Man, that was some good chili you made." I was like, "I know." I did not give you credit for it. You know why?
No.
Because you sent me that video. You making fun of me. That's why.
Yeah. No, sir. That was not. That was not you. No, we had a great time that night. We broke bread, had some conversations, talked about Pioneer Woman and how great she is. And
oh man, really? If she better be, you better hope she's asleep, man. Because if she wakes up and she starts saying something, I'm going to drive tonight and I'm going to beat you.
Well, I tell you, I already know what to get her now. Like Christmas, her birthday's coming up, and anytime I want to send her something nice, I'll send her a nice, tea cozy or something like that, or some curtains from Pioneer Woman or something. Pioneer, she wants it, so that's what she wants. With a big picture of her face on it.
Dude.
2 words. Sell out.
Dude, I'm telling you, I promise you, if anything shows up, hey, is Sammy gone, or is Sammy still in the stream?
Well, I don't think it's Sammy. I think it's Sammy's mom. It's Vicky.
Okay. Is Sammy around?
I think it's been Vicky all night.
Okay. Because, dude, if one thing Pioneer Woman shows up here, I promise you, when you least expect it and you invite me to your house, I will do an upper decker.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jason!
We're never getting invited to his house now.
Sammy's here also. Close your ears.
You set me up, Cher.
No, I didn't know it. She never said anything all night long. She never said anything.
She's at Miss Vicky right now going, "What's an upper decker?"
Yeah.
So, Jason, we are 1 subscriber away from 950.
Come on. How many people did the whole Honolulu, Hawaii hands up thing?
Yep, there you go.
Nobody.
Linda from PG Nano Farm said double-decker sandwich with bacon. 950.
Or 950?
Yep.
950. That's it right there.
Awesome.
We're 50 away.
So you got that till Saturday.
We can do that Thursday.
So I would say tune into our channel tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a live show tonight from our channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check that out. I think you'll enjoy it. If you like our sarcasm and like watching my wife beat me, it's a great show to watch.
Okay, folks.
Your wife is the whole reason why Robin watches your show now. She literally pops popcorn and she watches your show on the big screen.
It's because Megan's her doppelganger.
Yes, I love me some eggs.
Okay, folks. And Red Duchess Farm is but 2 subscribers away from 500.
Wow.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Red Duchess Farm.
Brown coat. Vicky, can one of you get Red Duchess? Oh, there we go. Brenda got it. Woohoo! Awesome, Mary Beth. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, Red Duchess Farm. It's a great couple.
Yes. Yep, we'll see them in 2 months again.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see them down in Mississippi.
With some honey this year, right, Mark?
There they go.
Oh, I got honey. If that's all it takes to get my tractor running. I'm just saying.
Okay, Mark.
That's all it takes for me, Jason.
You made it here tonight.
Good job. I'm subscribing right now myself.
Yeah, Rosalie, I have that degree also.
Look at this. Up to 504.
She moved them
They got llamas on their channel, okay?
Oh,
Yeah, all kinds of
don't
stuff.
tell Jess and Maya. Oh no, that's hashtag alpacas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not
You
wrong.
can't ride those, Patrick. You can't ride them. They spit.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. How to felt alpaca fiber?
Look, Blaze used to apprentice underneath a shearer, and he used to hate shearing the alpacas and what was the other one?
Oh, baby doll sheep.
Baby doll sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he hated baby doll because one broke his nose.
Goodness.
That was funny.
God, I have 2 great peers he can share.
There you go. He shears our sheep.
Dana wants their
He doesn't
fur so she can spin it.
Look, didn't we give Dana a bunch of ours?
No, this first year that we sheared, it was all in pieces, so it wasn't really in the greatest, and it was 2 years worth of wool, and so we decided to just kind of scrap it. But we should be shearing here in the next couple of months. So,
Robin, since Jason so nicely came in and woke you up so calmly, I'll ask you a question. What
There
kind?
goes that bus you kicking me under again, Chef.
well, she's already here. What kind of? And I suppose it doesn't have to be an essential oil. To put in, I'm going to start making neck wraps and heating pads, ones with rice, and so they have the scents in them. What would be good for those?
Lavender's an obvious one. That would be
Right.
a good one because it's calming and soothing.
Okay.
Maybe cedar wood. I don't know, something that's a calming or a grounding smell.
Okay.
Balance is a good blend. That would be any kind of calming blend or something like that would be good as well.
Okay. Cool. Jason,
But not haggis.
not haggis.
Gross.
Lordy, not haggis.
Or spearmint.
Oh, yuck.
Well, that I can get outside with my own plants.
Yeah, I can't. Spearmint makes my stomach spin. I can't.
I think I
do
remember.
spearmint.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that.
Like to the point where my kids aren't allowed to have spearmint gum or anything like that in the house.
Cedarwood and lavender. That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
cedarwood or lavender.
In the back.
There you go.
Okay, I didn't know if you were just running away from us or not. So
No, I wasn't running away.
He was
Okay.
I just
frozen.
froze. And I was like,
Yep.
bam, I'm gone.
Yep.
What's going on with that?
Frozen.
all right.
That's why you don't eat Cheetos while you're by the computer, Patrick. How many times I got to tell you that?
I'm wearing a white shirt, okay, Jason? You think I can eat Cheetos and wear a white shirt at the same time? I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Well, you have to wear those gloves that are very tight that you slip on. Those exam gloves.
Yes.
No. If he starts he'll put on one glove and then he busts out into a Michael Jackson impersonation, which he's very good at, by the way.
Actually very good.
He's actually very good at it. I think he could rival Chris Rock of how good of a dancer Patrick. Y'all should make Patrick get up right now to do his Michael Jackson impression.
Freaky Geek is in the house.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
always
seriously,
some sort
anytime
of,
when we were driving,
thing
anytime a Michael Jackson
we
song
see
came
each other
on,
on video.
this dude started dancing as he was driving.
Yeah.
He was scary.
The thing about us is when we Skype each other or see each other on Hangouts is one of us is always wearing some sort of sexy underwear or shorts or whatever you want to call it. Like
Except
Jason
for that
likes
day
to wear
when you
his
showed
Superman
everybody your
PJs.
song. That was kind of gross.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lordy.
Yeah.
That took our friendship to a different level that I wasn't comfortable with.
I got some camel on right now. But
You're not wearing them animal print ones, are you?
no,
Oh, Lordy.
Only with the cheetah.
Ethan, thank you for stopping in.
TMI. That's for you, Jason. That's it.
Ethan, 180 degrees from average. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. And actually, this has gone on a little bit, so
that's why it's going downhill all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
Hey, ask Patrick to do his impersonation of a T-Rex doing the Cabbage Patch.
we have a nada.
See, Jason. Apparently that no, because you said that happened on the Saturday night of the conference. That Friday night, apparently we should have all gotten together. That way, Andy may not have gotten his hair dyed.
I don't even talk about Andy. The man done got his hair dyed, shaved his head, and started eating tofu. Look, I like country girl, but she done did something to my homie. Where she done got a man coloring his hair and eating tofu. She's turning him into a snowflake.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's going to be a Hillary for President bumper sticker on his car.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, Lord.
That's where we draw the line.
That's bold.
Oh, Lord.
That is bold. Daryl's laughing. He's not even on screen. We don't know what he's looking at.
Uh-huh. We're not even going to get into politics and that. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I've been creating these other screens here that have been popping up. But anyway, let me first just thank everybody that's in the chat here. At least what I said that has been here as of recently. 180 degrees from average. Anita G's Hillbilly Haven, Browncoat Homestead, City Girl Country Heart, Common Sense University doesn't give a degree.
That's Rosalie Yoder.
Deep South Homestead, Duncan 1900 Homestead, Geeky Gardens, Grandma So Happy Homestead, Incense Shop, Judy Vaughn, I hope, Little Creek Homestead, Mary Beth Smith, Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener, PG Nano Farm, Prankster Lock, Red Duchess Farm, Reynolds Suburban Homestead Prepping for Survival, The Armchair Educator. Thank you all for being here. It's been there's somebody humming.
Big Bear Homestead.
Well, he hasn't typed in the chat in the past 15 minutes. That's why his name's
not there.
That's because he's been on my phone and I'm on the phone with you, man.
I'm trying to stick up for you, Jason.
Yeah, and that guy and the very lovely Robin.
Yes. Oh, see, that's just cold. Cold. That's cold.
A very lovely Robin and a very hairy Jason.
Look, don't be jealous because you can't grow a beard like mine.
Hey, I am working on it. I'm working on it. This is all compact, okay? This is down. I can fluff it out.
I got more fuzz on a peach down here.
So anyway, yes, Big Bear Homestead, thank you everybody for being here. We certainly appreciate it. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we're doing a Tuesday Tech. We've kind of expanded on a little bit. We used to do just on Filmora, but we've had too many other questions about other things.
Yep.
So we're going to call it Tuesday Tech tomorrow night. Thursday night, a brand new show for us. If you liked watching people's channels grow, we're going to try to do a lot of that come Thursday night. So, folks, thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We've had a great time. Wish you a wonderful week. Anything else we need to share with them or tell them?
Not that I can think of.
Okie dokie. Well, having said that,
Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener, we're glad that you enjoyed tonight and stuck with us. This was their first time here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Absolutely.
Yep.
So
thank you for having me on the show too. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we had a great time, Patrick. Both having you.
What's his final count? What's he at right now?
Daryl took it down, so I don't know.
Hold on.
950.
Yep, 950.
We need 5 people to go over there and sub right now.
We're 50 away. 50 away. And yeah, my wife went ahead and bought me that camera equipment anyway. We're already set up here on some new equipment, so we're excited to start using that. And Daryl, stay tuned for those Victory Garden shows to come up.
All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, and good night.